You know, I don't know a person who doesn't love getting gifts. And I'm going to talk about gifts today a little on Tofer's Take. So, all puns and props aside, I'm going to talk a little bit about gifts today, mainly the spiritual kind. You see, when we're born again, we like we say we have, spiritual gifts, things that God gives us that maybe not weren't a part of us before, and maybe like playing the guitar. Yeah, there's people who come to Christ play, the natural ability to play the guitar, and then they use that, as their gift. Well, that's not quite what I want to talk about today. I'm talking more about the untangible gifts, like administration or teaching or encouragement, giving, those kind of gifts. See, last week when I was on that retreat, and I hear Golgotha did a great job filling in for me, but when I was on that retreat, we did a spiritual gifts analysis or survey, and I've done these in the past. And you know what? They really don't surprise me. You see, when I was teaching Sunday school, and I took one, you know what I scored highest on? Teaching and preaching. Go fit, because that's what I was doing. That's what I was focused on at the time. And while this didn't really surprise me, it might have caught me off guard because I've almost always scored high on those two. And while I scored high, you know, they weren't my top gifts. In the past, maybe 5, 6 years since I've taken one, things have changed a little. And I understand, things change, and I even understand why they changed on this time. My top two gifts, first was exhortation, which is basically encouragement. And if you know me, you know that, yeah, I tend to do that, a lot. I tend to be the guy who always has that quick quit, or has something positive to say, or even just sends text messages, to try to encourage and uplift people. The other one that did kind of catch me for surprise, and I'll admit I was being a little generous when I filled this out, but giving. Yeah. That was kind of my response to what? You see, I thought about it some, but because I may never go on a mission trip again, but I will support somebody to go. And this past year, audio feed, I sent one of my friends who couldn't make it a gift. Audio feed care package. I am usually a pretty nice tipper when I go out. And I believe in helping people out. I believe in supporting other people. Now, I think encouragement and giving kind of go hand in hand to an extent. Because sometimes the best way to encourage somebody is, hey, I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. Here's X amount of dollars. I want to support you. So yeah, I do believe they go hand in hand. Like that. But I also had a thought that they are horizontal gifts. Very horizontal, meaning they thrive not for me, but for me to reach out and connect with other people. And I'm an introvert. You guys probably don't know that about me, but I am a wee bit of an introvert. So I was thinking about that and how that can be a struggle at times. Being introverted and, having these gifts that aren't, you know, having these gifts that are, are quite social when I'm not. a lot of the times. I don't know, maybe that's, something I can work on and, figure out as I move on from this. But, like I said, out of the whole group, none of our gifts really, caught us off guard. We all basically, knew the general area we would end up, which, and like I said, people change, times change. Does that mean your gifts change? Or did you have them and you're using them more? Now. But, like I said, my friends got me thinking about something. What if our best friends took a spiritual gifts analysis? Not for them, but for us. What if I got 5 of my best friends and said, hey, fill this out how you think I would answer this, or fill this out on, what you see in me. Would the gifts remain the same? Would they come up with the same result I did? Just an interesting thought we discussed a little. The general answer was yes, but I want to hear some more thoughts on it. And I want you guys to, ponder this. Maybe not take a spiritual gifts analysis or test or whatever. But I think you should at least know what they are, or have a pretty good feeling of what they are. That way, you know where to serve. The best. I alluded to this earlier, but if you have the gift of giving, while you could benefit from going on a mission trip, maybe not as much as somebody who has a gift of service. If you're an encourager and you don't have anybody to encourage, or know how to encourage people, a ministry that lets you plug into that, nor if you're a teacher. And you should teach more than just Sunday school. You should be able to teach more than just Sunday school. So find ways to plug in to where you think your gifts are. Anyway, that's it for you guys. Peace. Remember, subscribe, like, yada, yada, yada. Goodbye, and God bless.